Hello students, in this video we'll do the program that is to enter an integer and display the highest digit present in the number. So let's say our input is 284. The output that should come is the highest digit should be printed. So which is the highest digit over here? It is 8. So I want that 8 should be printed. So how to do it? I have to extract all the digits, that is 2, 8 and 4, and compare among them, and whichever is the highest that will be printed. So let us go to our BlueJ screen and we'll solve the program right over there. Now all of you know the reverse number question, that is how to reverse a number. In this question, you can see the extracting of the digit portion and the remaining number portion remains as it is. So I'll copy this code and we'll create a new class. I'll just paste my code over here. I change the class name as two similar class name cannot be present. So I write my program to be high digit, and you can see it remains as such. I'll make few changes in the program itself. As you know, the first 3 lines, that is this portion, these 6 lines are for accepting a number from the user. So we directly come to this portion. Now D variable is to store the extracted digit. Here I will have a variable H. In place of Rn, I'll have an A variable H which will store the highest digit. So my H variable is to store the highest digit. After that, this portion, while n not equals to 0, this portion will continue because all the digits need to be extracted. So till the number becomes 0, that is no digits are present, the loop will continue. The D portion, it will also continue because this portion is used for extracting out digits. So after that, I'll have a check over here. If my value H is less than or equals to D, then H will be replaced with the value of D. And then we continue with this line, and outside I print highest digit equals to plus Rn. Now let's understand how this has happened. First I'll compile and show you the result. You can see I take the same number 284. The highest digit is 8. So I've got my answer. So now let's go to the programming part. Now how did this happen? Now as per our logic, I've inputted the number 284. So my loop will start. That is, initially you need to remember, as we have mentioned, D equals to 0 and H equals to 0 also. So my while the number is 284, the value 284 is saved in my variable n. So while in place of n, I'll write 284 is not equals to 0. So it will enter the loop body. So the first thing that will happen, extraction of digit. So from the right hand side, the digit will be extracted. So 284 modulus 10 will give me the extracted digit 4. So the checking will be, now in H you can see the value 0 is there. So 0 if less than or equals to 4. It is 0 is less than 4. So the new value that will be saved in H will be 4. So then we come to the remaining digits, or the remaining number that will be present is 284 divided by 10. So the remaining number will be 28. So I go for my next loop. Now again it will continue. That is 28 is not equals to 0. So my digit extracted is 28. So the next digit that will be extracted will be 28 modulus 10. Now modulus gives me the remainder. So 8 will be extracted. Now the checking you can see is, if now in H previously you can see the value 4 was there. So now I'll be having H value is 4. So it will be checking if 4 is less than or equals to 8. That is, in place of D, 8 will now come. The condition is true. So the new value of H will now become 8. So you can see in my H variable, the largest digit 8 has now come. Now we go for the next line, that is n equals to now 28 by 10. So the quotient will give me 2. So again my loop will continue because the condition is satisfied, n not equals to 0. Here 2 not equals to 0. So I go for my next checking. Now here it is, the digit that will be extracted, 2 will be itself extracted. So 2 modulus 10 will give me 2 itself. Now you can see in the checking, now the last digit in H is 8. So 8 is less than or equals to 2. No, it is not less than, neither equals to 2. So the value of H doesn't change. So now n will become 2 by 10 will give me 0. So the last value that is stored in H is 8. So the largest digit that will be printed now is highest digit equals to plus H. So over here the printing will be, in place of H, the value 8 will come. Now similarly, this program, if I just change the question to smallest digit, can you tell me what is the change I need to make? Now, in place of, just you change, you can continue with the variable H, but to show you in the same program, I'll take SM will take the value of N. Now, why? Because there can be no number, because I have to take the greatest number. I need to take the greatest number because there can be confusion. Like if I take the number to be 0, no value is less than 0. So it will be a wrong method. So for that, take the largest number, that is the number itself you take in SM. And then the checking that we'll be doing is over here, if the smallest number is greater than or equals to the digit, then like for largest digit, we were checking if that extracted digit is greater than or equals to the digit in the variable H, then it will be replaced. Over here, the reverse will be there. If the extracted digit is less than or equals to the variable in the variable, the value in the variable SM, then that will be replaced. So we have to check SM greater than equals to D. In SM variable, my smallest digit will be present. So initially, what I have taken, SM takes the number itself. So over here, you can see the same input we can take for the smallest digit. Now, this portion I had done for the, now the left hand side, you can see this part is for the highest digit. Okay. Now, in this portion, I'll be doing for the smallest digit. Now, just in same thing, input I'll be taking. So, D equals to 0, also same. SM will take the original number. So, it will become 284 because there can be, if you take SM to be 0, then it will be an error because no digit can be less than 0. For that reason, again the same checking will be done. While now to save time, I'll just take this portion, I'll copy out this portion because it's almost the same and I use it. You can see what is the difference that will happen. First, in the first loop, this is my first loop. I'll just change the color. In the first loop, you can see in place of the checking will be now will be concentrating on this part. So SM, in SM now which value is there? In SM now 284 if it is greater than or equals to 4. Now the first digit that was extracted was 4. Yes, 284 is greater than equals to 4. So Now my variable sm will have the value 4. The same thing, the remaining number 28 will be saved. For the second loop, we have the second digit extracted, that is 8. Now it will be changed. Now 4, is it greater than or equals to 8? No. So over here, no changes will be there. Again we come to now to the third loop, that is 2 not equals to 0. For this now you see the extracted digit is 2. Now over here, the last digit that we had in SM was 4. Now 4 is greater than and equals to 2. Yes. So now here we will have now the so now over here SM will take the new value, that is SM will now take the value 2 because 4 is greater than equals to 2. So you can see over here the smallest digit 2 has been saved in my variable sm. So now over here at the end I'll be printing my smallest digit. The value in sm is 2, so 2 will be printed. I'll add similarly one line over here. So my smallest digit is sm. Now let's check whether our program is correct or not. Now I take the same number 284. You can see, okay, there is an error. Smallest digit equals to 0. Why? Let's check what's the mistake in our program. Okay, by mistake I've written over here sm equals to 0. It should be sm equals to d. Just ignore my mistake. So I'll compile it now. Now you can see 284. Now you can see the highest digit equals to 8 and the smallest digit equals to 2. So now again we'll recapitulate the program. In the program you can see after accepting a number from the user, I'm taking three variables. D is to show the extracted digit, H to show the highest number, highest digit, and SM to show the lowest digit. The difference is H will be 0 because all the digits are greater than 0, and SM has to take the biggest number, that is N, the number itself, because no number can, because if we take SM to be 0, because no digit is smaller than 0. For that reason, we are taking SM to be N, the highest value. After that, this portion, till the number becomes 0, the loop will continue. One digit is extracted. If the digit is greater than the value in the variable h, then h will take the value of that digit. Similarly, for smallest digit, if the value in sm is greater than, or the digit you can say in the reverse, you can say if the digit is smaller than the value in sm, then they will be replaced. Sm will take the value of the digit. So after that, n equals to n by 10 to show the remaining number. Finally, after the loop will end, in h, the highest digit will be present, and in sm, the smallest digit will be present. You can see the working on the right hand side. Here the working is also present. Hope you have understood this program. Thank you and all the best.